I feel so bad now.
Your actions have consequences.
Should I kill myself?
Hello, everyone. No, stop that. I'm gonna start getting the spray bottle. Jesus. Hey, Dagger, how we doing?
Good evening, Dagger.
Damn, Anjay
Come
really
here
is.
today.
I can't believe Anjay really did that.
We gather around today for the unfortunate funeral of Anjay. Character that has definitely been relevant this entire time.
I do think that it's so funny that she busts in and she's like mad at Battler because what the fuck do you mean you forgot about me for 3 episodes? Fuck you. What the fuck? Go fuck yourself. I'll kill you.
She's dead ass like, bro, you are not trying hard enough. You have lost the fucking plot. Oh, fuck yeah. Let's
Good
get
day
right into
to
it.
you. Yeah. So, quick recap. What happened last time? We just got like the Anji backstory, right? Like that's basically all that happened. Like we saw some stuff from like the start, like the usual like they get on the plane or whatever, and like Anjay's like tries to interfere a little bit, but like is kind of rejected by like the narrative of what's happening until like
so
they get to the island.
Is the last person alive in the whole entire family. Ava just like fucking spitefully passed away, and threw out
I'm
all
gonna
this
leave
wealth
you.
onto her.
I'm gonna leave you everything, bitch.
And
Choke
Anjay's
on
just
it.
like, what the fuck? This life sucks. And then Byrne comes up and is like, hi, your brother needs fucking help. He's lost the plot. And she's like, okay. So she goes to kill herself, but psych, she's actually time traveling, I guess. I don't know how the fuck. Into the past, kind of. But so she is kind of observing this chessboard game between Beatrice and Battler, and she is now going to help Battler.
She's basically just taking over the role. She's basically taking over the role that like what's her face?
She is his advisor,
Virgilia?
basically.
Yeah.
Because Virgilia was just like straight up playing in his face.
I remember they also talked a lot about like triangulating the points, which implies to me that we're going to have like Anjay acting as an outside observer, not just of the game board, but of the world outside the game board, so that you can start making like references instead of like being like solely like you can only observe the effects of an action. You can't actually observe the action itself. You're going to be able to plot down some harder, like I guess harder truths, or like the real events as opposed to like the magic events. Oh crap! I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Dagger. I listen. It was a bit, so I had to commit, but maybe I shouldn't have.
Hey Ham,
Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
Happy
yeah.
September.
Sorry about that. Yeah, happy September, everyone. Happy September. It's your last chance to sub at what used to be the normal price, plus $1. That's the discount now. Go fuck yourself. Please don't ban me, Twitch. I love you. I love you. I love you. Keep sending me $50 every, like, 3 months. Please.
Yeah. So yeah, the too long didn't read is we are introduced to Anjay. She is now Battler's advisor. Everyone seems to know that it's Anjay except Battler.
It is really funny how, like, committed they both are to, like, him not knowing.
So, yes. And we are back in the present day.
Good day to you. Good day to you. Good day to you is the standard greeting used here. I like to think that, like, Anjay is so unused to human interaction that she's stumbling over her words. Like, she bit her tongue when trying to speak, and now she's, like, mentally, like, kicking herself. Like, fuck, you idiot, you fucked it up, you dipshit, god damn it.
Canon.
Yes, no matter how many years pass by, this style of greeting still feels very awkward. Never apologize for committing to the bit. I'll apologize a little bit for committing to the bit. That's not going to stop me from committing to the bit. But I would apologize.
Sorry,
But I
cock.
will apologize. God fucking damn it. Oh, yeah, every time. I had responded to the greeting in order to stifle that awkward feeling, but the classmate who had spoken looked at me blankly.
Eh?
Oh? Oh no! Oh, it was somebody else. Oh, she was talking to somebody else. Oh, what's this? I think you must be mistaken. Oh no, girl bullying. Their choice of words and manner was certainly what you would expect of a school for rich girls, but at their core, they were as innocent and cruel as any children of that age. It seems they found it funny I had mistakenly thought the greeting had been directed at me. Oh, no. No, it might be the opposite. Maybe I should say that they didn't know what to do after being greeted by an introverted kid like me. No, judging by the looks of my classmates glancing this way over their shoulders and whispering to each other, there were even some who seemed to consider their refreshing morning ruined. Jesus. I am depressing. Yeah, I'm certainly depressed after having read that. Damn. Because nobody likes me. So trying not to get in the way of everyone's refreshing morning eating anymore, I enter the classroom in a low crouch.
Oh.
I know it's just like she's like slightly slumped over or whatever, but I like to imagine she's like
like
just
squatting
like,
even.
She's just
yeah.
you know.
That's definitely the imagery it gives you.
Yeah. Excuse me. Almost like I was cutting across the aisle in a movie theater while the movie was running. Trying a solid snake into the classroom, yeah.
Well, that's not even helping the imagery now. Like, it really does seem like that, doesn't it?
now I'm picturing that's the exact sort of pose that she's doing, but she also has a cardboard box on her head. I'm like, I'm kind of like the biggest question I have at this point is where did she get the box? Almost like I was cutting across the aisle in a movie theater while the movie was running. This is an all-dorm academy called St. Lucia Academy. It's not a school that just anyone can get into simply by passing a test. It's a hidden rich girl school, known only to a select group of celebrities from various circles. For lofty nobles who truly wish their daughters to be brought up like saints, this is probably the ideal academy in which to protect them from the impurities of the common world. But at the same time, it was probably also a convenient place for nobles to confine daughters who they didn't want the public to know about. As well as an academy isolated from the impurities of the common world, it also had excellent potential as a prison school. Neat!
Yay!
I was truly among the latter, and spent my days confined in St. Lucia Academy, as the weeks, months, and years dragged on at a mind-numbing pace. Of course, there weren't that many students like me, you couldn't tell us apart at a glance. However, even if they didn't come forward, you could usually guess from their appearance. Because they were always hanging their heads all the time, with an expression on their faces as though the whole world had abandoned them. And every class had one or two kids like that, so even if they didn't speak up about it, you could guess who they were. So, even though I never confessed that I was one of those kids, at some point everyone in class knew. Just like how the seriousness of your injury grants you status in a hospital room, here, status is granted by the nobility of your birth. Those who aren't permitted to go out in public are probably nothing more than filth to them. They must think that getting involved with students like that would dirty them as well. Whenever such a rumor sprang up about a particular student, those fastidious girls would about-face and grow cold and distant, chasing that student out of all possible social groups. I have that to thank for this quiet and solitary school life of mine. You'd think that they would all just get together and be like, man, our family fucking sucks. Want to go do drugs or something, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that seems like the obvious next step, right? Like, if they're all, like, loners. Well, that's only if hearing people whisper behind my back, finding my things lost or broken all the time, and having everyone pretend like they don't know anything about it can be called a quiet school life. I must be wearing a weary expression already this morning. I can understand completely why my other classmates, who've been enjoying a refreshing morning, would want to click their tongues upon seeing it. Consciously trying to do my best to avoid tainting my classmates' morning, I quietly took to my seat. Then, unusually, someone came to talk to me. It was a class leader. Good day to you, Ushiromiya-san. You seem to be in a bad mood this morning. Are you certain you're getting enough sleep? Is there some business you have with me? Did you know you're the only one who hasn't submitted her questionnaire for the class presentation? Did you forget that the deadline was yesterday? I'm pretty sure I heard something about that sometime last week, but I think the questionnaire hadn't been passed out yet. All the necessary information would have been written on that, so it should have been no problem to forget all about it until it was handed
アン
out.
ケート用紙
I
もらって
wasn't
ない
given
で
a
すか
questionnaire.
そんなはずあります
You must have
寮
been.
長か
The
ら
dormitory
全員に
leader distributed
ち
a
ゃんと
copy to
配布
everyone.
なくしてしまった
If
な
you
ら
lost it, all you have to
一
do is
言
honestly
す
say
まん
so. I lost it.
今すぐ書き
I'll
ま
fill it
す
in
か
right now, so could you give me a paper? Again, either someone lost my paper or they intentionally didn't tell me about it. Yeah, no, they definitely did that. That was fucked up. But I have no way of knowing who was behind that. In the end, treating it as though it was my own carelessness would settle everything more quickly and without any drama.
書いたらご自身
Once
で
you filled it
生
out,
徒
drop
ク
it
ラ
in
ス
the
のアンケー
questionnaire
トポス
box
ト
in
に
the
投
student
函され
council
う
room
ちのクラ
yourself.
スだ
Our
けで
class
す
is the only
よ
one, you know, that
有
didn't
部
get
なら
everyone's in by
全員
last
が
night. As I hung my head in the classroom leader's at the class leader's scolding, I could hear the giggles and whisper of people watching, coming from no direction in particular. Ushiromiya-san did it again. Because she never concentrates, she is unsuitable for this school. She has neither class nor manners. Sorry, girls, but I've dealt with much worse when it comes to unfair personal attacks. I froze my heart and let those arrows of ridicule pass by as I filled out the questionnaire. Yeah, when your aunt is like constantly like, I'm going to murder you. Everyone is out to get me. I want you dead and buried, and I want you to suffer. Like, this is just like, yeah, okay, fucking amateur hour. What, you think I give a shit? I heard the news that Mom, Dad, Oni-chan, and all the rest of my family had died. I was in the house of my grandpa on my mom's side. The only survivor of the accident was Ushiromiya Ava. It's kind of fucked up that, like, Ava took in, like, Battler had been living with his mom's family, like, the whole time he was, like, kind of exiled or, like, had, like, self-imposed exiled himself from, like, the Ushiromiyas. Like,
Yeah.
the idea that, like, Ava takes in, like, Anjay instead of her just continuing to live with that family is crazy.
Yeah, it is very odd.
Especially because she clearly doesn't want to. Like, Ava does not want to do that shit. Never wanted to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Only Aunt Ava. Even at the time, I hadn't really liked Aunt Ava. I keep wanting to say Auntie. I think
No,
that,
that's
like,
fine. I think it fits more.
Auntie Ava. At a glance, she seemed to act kindly towards me, but even as young as I was, I could see clearly that she was somehow belittling Dad and the rest, and I didn't like it. Congratulations, you have more social sensibility at, like, 4 than Battler does at, like,
Literally.
19. Or Battler does at 17. So when it was decided that Auntie Ava would take care of me, I was pretty miserable. It wouldn't have mattered if my nice Uncle Hideyoshi and George Oni-chan could have been there too. Yeah, that, like, if either one of them was there, she would have been fine.
Yeah.
But I hated the thought of living all alone with Auntie Ava. I had an honest talk with Grandpa about that, hoping I could live with him. However, Auntie Ava was very insistent that she should be the one to look after me, so she could torture me. Auntie Ava had no desire to remarry, so she said I was essential for the succession of the Ushiromiya family. Auntie Ava felt very strongly about the house of Ushiromiya. She firmly demanded to take charge of me right away, that she could give me an education and lifestyle fitting for the successor. Complicated negotiations with lawyers apparently took place. It's so funny to me that's like that the Ushiromiya family is, like, basically become, like, a matrilineal family at this point, which is, like, basically Auntie, like, Ava's, like wildest dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with the exception of, like, passing it down to George. Obviously, that's, like, her number one, but, like, her being able to pass it down to another woman feels like something that she would be into, but then it's just like she's completely lost it. It's over for her.
Like, she got, in a way, what she's wanted since, like, a teenager, in all of the wrong ways.
Yep. Every single part of this was exactly what she wanted, and then it all tastes like ash. But in the end, I was forced to go live with Auntie Ava. I guess that makes... I really love, but also kind of hate sometimes whenever I'm like, I have a thought about the game, and the game is like, we have a response to your thought right now. You've clicked twice.
No, I like it. It's so much fun.
Mm-hmm. It really does start to feel like Ryukishi is like living inside of my head. Like he's just like sitting there with popcorn being like, oh, motherfucker. Oh, you thought.
Silent Hill F when.
Next week, maybe? After she took me in, Aunt Eva told me something. You must bear all the glory and history of the Ushiromiya family, and in order to make you a fitting successor to bear that, your life from now on will be dedicated to studying like hell. Sacrifice the rest of your life for the Ushiromiya family. She was definitive about it. It is October next week, I mean. Yeah, I was planning on, like, Silent Hill F being my October game. What were you thinking about?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, an October game?
Yeah. I remember you had a couple, I think you were floating a couple ideas earlier. I can't remember exactly what they are, but...
Maybe, I don't really know how long the game is, but it doesn't really need to be like a whole month thing, but I would like to check out No, I'm Not a Human.
Ooh, that'd be fun. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I can't believe I'm gonna go from a Ryukishi game to another Ryukishi game. It's fucked up. Like I'm gonna
eating so much food.
I was about to say, like, we're gonna go through it, and, like, you're gonna see some shit that's gonna make you, like, start slapping the desk and being like, oh my god, and I'm gonna ask what the fuck, what's going on, and you're gonna be like, I cannot tell you. Fuck you.
It's possible. I won't lie.
She was definitive about it. At first, I thought she meant exactly what she said, but I quickly realized that wasn't the case. Because even then, in Auntie Ava's eyes, the one most fitting to be successor was George Onichan, who had passed away. And for my first meal, I was strictly instructed and interrogated about my table manners, and was forced to listen to her disparage Mom and Dad as though they had been neglectful in my upbringing. I also received the same strict instructions regarding manners at my first party. I could definitely see, like, fucking Rudolph being kind of like a fucking who cares, who gives a shit about table manners. Kyrie, not a fucking... No, Kyrie, I think, for Anjay specifically, would be, like, the perfect helicopter parent. Like, she would perfectly balance being stern and, like, kind to a child, but also, like, making sure that, like, they nailed all their shit and they had every tool that they needed. Like, she would definitely be, like, controlling and kind of, like, constantly over her shoulder. But I think she has enough social aptitude to do that in such a way where, like, it's not like a bother to Anjay. You know? That's the vibe I get from her. Like, Battler, I don't, like I said, but the knowledge that, like, she thinks that Battler's child isn't hers, I still am, like 100% convinced that, like, they're absolutely related because, Christ, look at them. Umineko titles go crazy. Don't worry about it. Listen, it's not my fault that that's what happens in the game, human. I also received the same strict instructions regarding manners at my first party, and I was insulted in public for my clumsiness and forced to endure insults to Mom and Dad as well. Who's related to Battler? Oh, Anjay Ushiromiya. His according to what Kyrie said in the last chapter, his half sister. I'm still convinced that Kyrie is actually Battler's mom. Because why else would you be talking about, like, we were going to give birth in the same hour, but then I had a miscarriage? The bigger twist would be him actually not being Kyrie's kid. After that happened enough times, I finally came to understand. Auntie Ava didn't really want to make me the successor. She thought that the one who was truly fitting to be successor was George Onichan. She thought that the one who was truly fitting to be the successor was George Onichan, and she couldn't forgive the fact that it was going to be me. So I was disparaged in front of a lot of people, humiliated, and she made it known far and wide exactly how inferior I was to George Onichan, surely in memory of her dead son. No, she must have still been mourning his death. However, that wasn't something I could endure. I couldn't possibly live together with Auntie Eva. I would be eternally suffocated, continually compared to her dead son. Even as an elementary schooler, I understood that. I ran away from the house of Ushiromiya and tried to go to my grandpa's house. However, Auntie Eva had already foreseen that. Now, thinking back on it, she might have been luring me into escaping. I was caught by the guards and brought back, and for being a coward who had disgraced the Ushiromiya family crest and attempted to abandon the Ushiromiya name, I was punished, in a way that makes my whole body shake and shiver just remembering it. Damn! Not cool, Ava. How should I describe what Auntie Ava was like when she punished me? Frenzied? Gleeful? The anger and sadness of losing her beloved son, as well as her hatred and pain towards the fact that I was going to steal the headship her son was meant to inherit, and the dark pleasure of being able to let those feelings out on me. I was pummeled with all those negative emotions at once. It's basically confirmed in my mind that she killed Rudolph's first wife somehow. That is kind of 100% what I'm feeling. I think it's maybe, was framed in such a way where, it was kind of suspicious but still ruled like an accident or like a disease or something like that. And Battler, kind of thought that, it was his dad who did it, which is why he ran the fuck away from home. Or there was something where his dad was super callous about his mom's death, so he took who he thought his mom was, and he ran the fuck away after that. I don't know. That's the vibes I get. Then all my free time and freedom was taken away, and I was put under round-the-clock surveillance. I may have lived in a gorgeous mansion and dressed in expensive clothes, but my heart and dignity were being trampled upon. I was Ushiromiya family's slave, its cattle. Compared to that lifestyle, the derisive laughter of my classmates here felt refreshing. It was no match for my heart. After filling in almost all of the fields of the questionnaire with nothing in particular, I folded it up and put it in my pocket. The near immediate remarrying would make a kid think very poorly of their dad, regardless. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think it's one of those things where Battler just immediately was dad was having an affair the whole time with Kyrie, and I don't think he held it against Kyrie. I think he was remarkably emotionally intelligent in that regard. And he was like, it's not your fault. It's my dad was the one who cheated.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
I don't know. As much as Battler is an idiot, I think he's also remarkably emotionally intelligent, which is why every time I don't know, he very rapidly spins between being like I said, incredibly emotionally intelligent and also the biggest dipshit who's ever lived, and incredibly neglectful of somebody else's emotions. I don't know. He's a fascinating character. Because if I left it on the desk, I might lose it again. After dropping it off in the box in the student council room during lunch break, I finished lunch by myself, as usual, and headed behind the school building, where no one was around. Only the time I spent by myself could protect me from the derisive laughter and whispered comments. Since I was hated and didn't have a single friend, my time alone was most kind to me. After checking the surrounding bushes to see whether some malicious classmates were hiding and threatening my time of quiet, I finally relaxed the tension from my entire body, knowing I had gained some true peace. Then, I let out a sigh. It lingered, heavy, as though it was the first time I had breathed out today. My previous favorite place beyond the vegetable garden storehouse had been found out by my classmates, and now they would mess with me there, so this was my new lunchtime hideaway. There was nowhere to sit behind the school building. I crouched down against a wall in the shadow of the bushes, opened my bag, and took out a book with an elaborate old-fashioned binding. Just glancing at it, you would probably think it was a religious book written in the Middle Ages or something. But this isn't a book. It's a diary. Of course, it's not my diary. There aren't any special things worth writing about in my daily life. Anji, you need a hobo Nietzsche. Every single day is just gray, cold, and dry. When nothing changes from day to day, there aren't any notable changes worth writing down. This is the diary of Maria One-chan, who I had been very good friends with. Damn! Wait a second, she was writing in that thing? That's crazy! Actually, that makes perfect sense to me, honestly. I was like, wait, yeah.
Of course she did.
She was 3 years older than me and a bit of a funny person, but One-chan was always a warm, wonderful cousin. She would always grab me by the hand and invite me to play some fun game. I remember getting to see her was the most enjoyable thing about family gatherings. I think it's fucking... It's so fucked up to me that, like... I don't know, like, like, as much as, like, Maria was the baby of the group, like, she was the older cousin to, like, Anjay. And I think that, like,
Yeah.
us kind of missing out on, like, older Maria and Anjay, like, dynamics is, like, fucked up. I think it's, I feel like I understand why we're not getting that, but I'm, like, I'm so curious. I need to see what that would have been like.
It is, a bit sad to see Anjay, like, in high school, knowing that Maria would have been older than her at this point. Like she would have been, like, an adult at this point in Anjay's life.
I'm sorry, what did I miss? What does she mean, Maria One-chan? Okay, so, quick recap. We're currently in the perspective of Battler's younger sister, Anjay Ushiromiya, who was, like, what, like 4 or 5? Whenever, like...
She was, like, 4 years old when
the
event took place.
Yeah, it was, like, 4 years old when everyone died. But this is, like, 12 years later, so she's, like, 16 now. And Ava was the only survivor of the incident. So Ava has the headship and has been, like, kind of torturing Anjay as sort of retribution for, like, the deaths, and, like, to take out the pain of, like, George's and, like, Hideyoshi's death. So she's locked her up in a private school. She's basically a prisoner. Everyone makes fun of her. There's nothing really good going on in her life right now. But yes, she would have been younger. She was younger than Maria, but Maria died on the island. So we're looking at her diary. I remember that getting to see her was the most enjoyable thing about family gatherings. Although I preface this with, for an elementary schooler, the handwriting that greeted me when I opened the diary was fairly accomplished. Damn, did Battler and Beatrice get at least get a fuck nasty? I don't know. Probably not. Not because this is like the real world version of events, kind of. And while admittedly it had been written using every other line, the pages were dense with text. Was she just hopelessly obsessed with jotting everything down in her diary? Probably not. To her, writing her daily life down in the diary was probably like having a conversation with another part of herself. Oh, it's just the conversations between, like, Witch Maria and, like, regular Maria. So rather than a journal in which the events of her day were simply listed, Maria One-chan's diary was written like a letter to another Maria, telling her of the events of the day.
It's cute.
I found this diary among her belongings after her death, and had secretly taken it home. At first, I had the feeling that reading someone else's diary might be boorish, and I had been satisfied just to keep it by my side. But I was unable to resist turning over a page or two, and slowly but surely I found myself reading through it. I think it's like really fucked up. Like, the only, like, peace and comfort she has, and like, the only thing that she takes, like, solace in is, like, reading her, like, dead, like, 8 or 9-year-old, like, cousin's diary. And just, like, she's had to have read it, like, she's got to have, like, practically had it memorized by now. It's been 12 years. That's really heartbreaking, actually.
Anjay's very depressing.
Yeah. And now she had become my only friend. I gently opened to the page with a bookmark. I guess it's almost like... with, like, the way she's describing it, it's almost like she was writing it to Anjay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she had some kind of premonition that something was going to happen, or something like this was going to happen. And she was like, I gotta leave something for Anjay. I gently opened the page to the page with a bookmark. Sorry to keep you waiting, Maria One-chan. Could you tell me more about your life? At the same time, a very, very soft breeze blew, tickling the pages, and I thought the open diary might have sparkled faintly. The weather is good today. Maria One-chan loves wonderful rays of sunlight, so I'm sure she's in a good mood. On the open diary, no. In the world of the diary, Maria One-chan showed herself. Oh, she had been 9, I believe, when she died, so her appearance was already younger than mine. But I call her One-chan, and in turn, she fondly calls me just Anjay. We're slow getting here today. Was it packed at lunch? Yes, it's always packed, because groups of friends install themselves in seats and they stay there even after they've finished eating. It's pretty fatal if you go to the dining hall late. I was on cleanup duty today. I'm fast at eating. The faster you eat, the more you can play. Like, I'm just imagining, like, Maria grows up to be this, like, Orihime type character who's just, like, constantly, like, off the wall, and like, but just has, like, a decent amount of, like, emotional depth to her.
Yeah, I can see it.
The faster you eat, the more you can play. Maybe she noticed that I was still bitter about how that duty had been forced upon me, shortening my lunch break by a bit. Maria One-chan brightly changed the subject. Grateful for that consideration, I responded that I eat slowly. Maria said something about how she'd teach me the trick to eating fast and cheered me up. I read it in the diary. No, I heard it from Maria One-chan. She was once ranked number 1 among the girls in the speed eating leaderboard in her grades newspaper. She had been very proud of that, but apparently had been a little disappointed that her mother, Auntie Rosa, hadn't praised her very much for it. It is very distinct. Maybe I should stop calling her Auntie Ava. I should maybe start saying Aunt Ava, just because, like, there's the distinction of Anjay calling, like, Auntie Rosa, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I'll start today's story. How far did we get yesterday? This far. Up to where you got Sakutaro as a present. You promised that you would tell me about Sakutaro. Talk about Sakutaro. Sakutaro is a really cute stuffed animal, and I'm sure, like, we're gonna see a character in this chapter popped up named Sakutaro. I know your game. I know your game, Ryukishi. I'm sure you'd like him too, Anjay. Yes, tell me about that. The lunchtimes I spend listening to your stories are the only times I can feel relaxed at school. I'll talk. So about Sakutaro, watching Maria One-chan, who's always in a good mood, makes my heart feel warm as well. As I listen to her tale, I begin to get absorbed to her world. Pumpkin Inn.
Happy birthday, Maria.
Casual Rosa, huh?
Yeah, what do you think?
This outfit's pretty cute, but unfortunately the woman wearing it. Happy birthday, Maria. Sorry I got back so late. Oh!
What do you think now?
Holy shit!
Isn't it so good?
Holy shit!
So cute.
Holy shit! Oh, this is adorable. Oh, she's even rabbit themed. Oh, you must have been sick. You must have been hooting and hollering. You must have been losing your fucking mind.
There's definitely this moment where you're like, wait, Rosa's like a fashion designer, right? Isn't she supposed to be like fashionable? And then you look at her daughter.
Yep. Good job with your work, Mama. I know you're busy, so waited without crying even when you were late. Was good and waited, watching TV. Yes, you're such a good girl, Maria. As a reward for waiting politely, you can order anything you want today. Of course, only as much as you can eat, okay? Can I change my corn syrup to onion gratin soup today? Corn soup, excuse me. Yes, you can. Corn soup. There's this odd vibe here where, like, there's this, like, distance in my brain because I'm looking at this and this screams to me like single mothers struggling to make ends meet, treating her daughter for like after like a really hard shift or whatever. But, like, Rosa's rich. She should be able to order whatever she wants every day. What the fuck? That's 200 yen more, but I can even change it to prosciutto pizza. Yes, you can, if you really can't eat it. But what the heck? It is your birthday after all. I have to reward you for being a good girl and waiting so patiently. The fact that she's like, it's 200 yen more. Are you, but can I? Is like, girl, you're billionaires. Then can I have the enchilada cheesecake for dessert?
The what? The wait.
I'm just like imagining like you just like okay, so it's either a cheesecake with instead of a graham cracker based crust, it's like a tortilla based crust, which doesn't feel as good, or it's like you take a cheesecake and a tortilla and then you just smash it and fry it on either side like a quesadilla, which I think could work.
It like a cheesecake crepe almost.
Yeah, like that might not be awful.
Right?
But I'm still confused, if that makes any sense.
Like at first I was like, oh, Maria's so sophisticated with her soups, but
yeah,
now I'm scared.
like I'm just thinking like the onion gratin like soup, and I'm like, damn, that's like a sophisticated taste for a kid. And then she's like the prosciutto pizza, and I'm like, damn, all right, she's going crazy. Yeah. And then enchilada cheesecake, and I'm like, what? Anyways, I'm gonna grab a drink while you guys and I'll leave you guys to think about what an enchilada cheesecake could entail. I want reports on my desk by the time I get back.
Okay, so like, hold on, please don't judge me for googling enchilada because I need like a visual. Okay, so I think that the enchilada cheesecake is probably realistically like a French crepe almost, but like more rolled up in the shape of like an enchilada. And like the inside has like a cheesecake filling and then icing on top. Probably
wait a
is
second.
what I imagine.
Hold up. I just thought of something, and this could slap super fucking hard. What if... Roll with me here. What if it's like a French-style crepe, but it's like a Mexican-style cheesecake crepe, where it's like it's got like cheesecake or like flan or something like that as the filling, like a cheesecake flan sort of thing, and then you've got like cinnamon and all this other stuff, and like it's more like and then it's like kind of like smashed and fried or whatever.
Anyway, so I had to Google enchilada cheesecake, and turns out there are results.
I'm looking this up too.
It's a dessert enchilada. For some reason, the only results that come up are pumpkin spice cheesecake enchiladas with caramel drizzle, like very specifically that.
Honestly, that tracks entirely for Maria.
Well, they are at the Pumpkin Inn, I guess.
Yeah, no, that actually, you know what? A pumpkin spice and cheesecake enchilada sounds like it would be entirely up Maria's alley. With even the whole Rudolph Kyrie thing, I'm wondering if the writer had a really bad relationship to their parents. No, it's both. It's the reality of. Well, yeah. The reality of that is like more realistic, but also like more depressing. Where Ryukishi, before he was a writer, was a social worker. So a lot of like what the dynamics in all of his games are, and a lot of the dynamics of abuse, and like the weird sort of thing where like you're still like even the victim of abuse is still like does love like their abuser, and like their abuser does love the victim in their own way. All of that's filtered through like years of social work experience, which is really depressing, but also makes you hear that and you're like, yeah, of course.
I got water too.
Wow. Anyways, enchilada cheesecake. Well, like, I do love how we're theorizing about all these different things, and then there's just like a slice of cheesecake on the menu. It's just like a normal slice of cheesecake.
Yeah.
And the chef's choice fruit salad and kids' French fries. Fried the potato.
Okay. Maybe that is a lot of food.
Yeah. Enchilada cheesecake, that'd be pretty good. I'm saying, I think it. I guess it's more just like a Mexican style like cheesecake. I guess is like what it is then, and then you're just calling it enchilada because they're like that's a Mexican food. That's like a Mexican dish. Want to have a melon soda too?
I would love a melon soda right now.
I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. Praised by mama. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is like, I don't know. There's some. On one hand, I'm really glad that I've been voicing all this dialogue and I'm having like a good time, like really kind of immersing myself in the characters that way and spacing things out. On every once in a while, I'm saying some shit that I'm like, that's on the internet. That's like there's a permanent record of me saying I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. Like I gotta.
Please clip it.
No, stop! No.
Wait.
Okay, wait. The dialogue
is like a sound rip.
Wait. The dialogue is on screen. It's fine. I'm safe.
And he does this like a soundboard clip.
Ah, God fucking damn it. You're getting a little too excited. If you don't quiet down a bit, you'll disturb the other customers. When Rosa gently admonished her, Maria stuck her tongue out and eased up a little. But it seemed that she was having a hard time repressing her excitement at being able to eat out with her mother again after such a long time. Today was Maria's birthday. Rosa always spent Maria's birthday at a wonderful restaurant. When Maria, like a wonderful restaurant, this is very clearly like a family restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying that, like that's bad, like, that's, like, a low-quality restaurant or whatever, but, like, I don't know, once again, they're billionaires. When Maria had still been in kindergarten, they'd sometimes invited other kids from the neighborhood over and had a party at home. Rosa would make a wonderful cake, homemade sweets, and decorate the house herself, making it a huge celebration. But after they moved and Maria no longer had any friends in the neighborhood, Rosa had started splurging on expensive restaurants instead. This is a family restaurant! I'm mad. I'm kind of mad now. This isn't expensive. I saw that cheesecake was $4.
I have no idea what's going on, because the menu doesn't really sound like very... Well, then again, I don't live in Japan, so I guess I don't know what is normal.
Yeah, it's just like a family restaurant. It's supposed to be something where it's like affordable, so you can take like your kids out and like get a meal and not break the bank.
That's true.
Like, and like students.
The next line.
However, today they were instead a normal family restaurant. Son of a bitch! God damn it! He got me again. It was on screen when I was talking about it. Fuck. Motherfucker!
Yeah.
It was also a little late in the day for a kid like Maria to eat there, even with a parent. Rosa had actually gotten reservations at a fantastical place that Maria would have absolutely loved. Of course, she had also prepared a wonderful cake with Maria's name written on it. But Rosa just hadn't been able to finish up her work and had been forced to cancel. Damn. Since that had turned into a local family restaurant, Rosa felt a little indebted to Maria. No, I think, you know what? I do think that this is just fine. Like, Maria's happy. She's like 8 or 9 or something like that, or maybe a little bit younger even. And like, I don't know, kids like that don't have like super developed palates. They just want the flavor. They just want the flavors that they like and sweet. That's fine, and she's gonna have a good time. Maria's like one of the least stuck up of the Ushiromiya family. It's like crazy how like it's crazy how like normal she is, which like considering like that she's clearly kind of like autism coded and like also like super into witchcraft and stuff like that. She's so normal. She's like, no, I want some cheap Halloween candy and like I want to be able to dress up like a witch, and I'm fine. Everything else is gravy after that. So she was prepared to spoil Maria a bit and let her have whatever she wanted tonight. I thought you weren't really very big eager, Maria One-chan. Are you sure you're going to be okay asking for this much? No, she's going to explode, and they're going to have to take home a ton of leftovers. I can't eat very much, but I like it when there's a lot lined up. I get that. I feel that. That's such a real thing. Like, it's just like, I have so many options. I got so many flavors. Oh, no.
Human. What
Human.
did you make?
Human,
Is it
how...
a cheesecake enchilada?
Human, how could you have done this to me? Human. I'm clicking on this.
Maria,
Girl.
ooh.
Praise my mama. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is like, I don't know. There's some. On one hand, I'm really glad that. Be glad I included context. I do appreciate that genuinely.
Thank you, Human.
Every once in a while, I'm saying
We
some
both
shit
thank
that
you.
I'm like, that's on the internet. Like, I'm glad that you chose that bit and not like the much more separated, like Maria's not talking, me saying that. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. You didn't need to do that. It may have been more effective if you hadn't. And I want you to, and I want to thank you for like shooting and grazing my ear instead of shooting to kill. You know, when you have a birthday table, and it's all multicolored with red and blue and yellow, green and yellow, it makes you really happy. I can't tell if that's, like, something I should be threatened by or not, Dagger. Right, when a birthday table is colorful, it does make you feel happy, doesn't it? Birthdays at my place were no match for yours, Maria One-chan, but I remember the cakes we bought at the cake shop in front of the station were always so gorgeous. Anji thought back to her own birthdays nostalgically. Even though Dad was busy, he sometimes came home just to show up at my birthday party, and then went right back to his company. I was sad at the time, but now I understood how important I was to Dad. It is, like... I do think that Rudolph probably could have, like... I don't know, maybe he could have taken more time off, but I do think that the idea that, like, even if, like, you're, like, constantly swamped with work, and, like, you've got, like, so many obligations, you got so many fires to put out, like, taking time just to make sure that you're there... Like, just that you show up is, like, I think that that's, like, really important, you know? I don't know. I don't, like, I think, and this is gonna be, like, kind of, like, maybe a weird thing to say, but I think that Rudolph was, like, a much better, like, dad than he was a husband. If that makes any sense. Like... Obviously, his relationship with his son is kind of, like, I don't know about strained so much as, like, whatever. But, like, I think he adapts to that dynamic super well with Battler. And I do think genuinely, like, he, like, had, like, a lot of care in his heart for Anjay. I don't know. That's what I'm extrapolating out of this, I guess.
Go ahead.
Of course, Mom also took very good care of me. In particular, she always had a really good sense in birthday presents. Yeah. Kyrie would give, like, the best birthday gifts, or if she hated your ass, she would intentionally get you something that was, like, had plausible deniability, but sucked. And sometimes arranged for them several months in advance. Even though we always send an invitation to Battler Oni-chan, he didn't get along with Dad or something, so he didn't always come. So when he did come, I was really happy. Birthday parties where the whole four-person family was together made for fun memories that I'll never forget. Your birthday looks like a ton of Your birthday looks like a lot of fun too. Battler and Uncle Rudolph are the life of the party. Noisy and laughing. Battler got covered in soda. I do like that. There's like a scene playing behind her.
Yeah, it's funny seeing Battler's reaction change.
He's like, fuck! It's all over me! My nice, goofy-ass white suit! Yeah. Maria One-chan peeked into my happy memory. It's kind of embarrassing looking at myself sitting quietly there wearing the origami helmet that Dad made as a party trick. In my hand was a paper gun that Battler One-chan had folded for me.
That's really funny.
Rudolph is like, here, samurai helmet, and then Battler's like, You know what? Fuck it. Modern day weaponry. Here's a gun.
Mind you, Angie's 4.
Yes. She's 4 at best.
Yeah.
Like, she probably... Okay, well, like, she said she was, like, 3 years younger, right? So she was 6 when everything went down. So she's, like, 5 or 6 at best.
Yeah.
And Mom was taking a commemorative photo. It was the happiest moment of my life. But your birthday is just as good, Maria One-chan. I don't know. I think that it's so like Battler, like the Rudolph and like Kyrie's family dynamic with like Battler and Anjay are so interesting to me, because as much as I think that like Kyrie personally would detest Battler, she's not gonna like, as long as like he's out of the house, I don't think that she's gonna go like super crazy about it. And I think that she also recognizes that Anjay Anjay and like Battler like really do care about each other. So I think that creates like this weird thing of like, I personally don't give a shit about you, but my daughter likes you, so I'm going to be like normal about it, and I'm not going to be like an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But it also leads to that like kind of odd like friendly like it's almost like Kyrie and like Battler are like friendly acquaintances, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. Because he doesn't hold any grudges against Kyrie.
Yeah, and like I think her thing is like, it's like a polite thing. It's like, I don't like this kid, but like, the fuck is beefing with a 17-year-old going to get me? Nothing. I'll just be polite and distant. I love that the streamer in this emote almost has Battler's hair. Yeah, it's pretty good. So, you get him today, right? Sakutaro. Was really looking forward to it. Was so excited the whole time, wondering what Mama would show me with a wrap present on the side of her bag. Sakutaro is the name of the stuffed animal that Maria One-chan was to receive as a present today. For quite a long time, Auntie Rosa had been making a stuffed animal to give to her as a birthday present today. It was apparently to be a cute lion stuffed animal, and Maria One-chan had already given it the name Sakutaro, even though she hadn't received it yet. Today she was looking forward to meeting Sakutaro even more than celebrating her own birthday. Auntie Rosa ran a clothing design company. It did actually seem to have a brand name too, for what that's worth. I think it was called Auntie Rosa in English.
Is she stupid?
This is really fucking stupid. That's really stupid. I kind of... This is fuck. No, I believe that Rosa's bad enough at business to call it that.
Are you fucking serious? I can't.
The slogan was supposedly, "I can't forgive the way I was before today." What? Auntie Rosa, I can't forgive the way I was before today.
Fashion.
Fashion's crazy, dog. Unfortunately, I've never met anyone who knew of that brand name. Good. Maybe it wasn't that famous. So in any case, Auntie was pretty skilled with her hands. I heard that some of the clothing she wears she made herself. So making a stuffed animal had to be well within her capabilities. A handmade stuffed animal. That sounds kind of wonderful. Now I'm just wondering where the fuck the lion is going to come up again thematically, because there's no way in hell that he's going to do something like this and then pick something as, like, unique as a lion for a stuffed animal and be like, that's it, it's just the stuffed lion. No, there's gotta be some lion shit coming up later. By the way, why'd you call it Sakutaro? Oh, I actually wanted to call it Sakura, but it's a male lion, so I was told to give it a boy's name.
The fuck?
This is so specific that I'm like, is there a trans lion in this game? What the fuck's going on? I can't believe this lion shit is also going to be trans. And Eddie got really quiet, so
what are
now
you
I am
thinking about?
genuinely thinking about...
No, I just didn't know what to say, because it's like...
because you
I
didn't want to
think
give too much
Maria-
away.
No, I think that Maria was just thinking about it very logically.
Yeah, no, this is true. But also Ryukishi, like... Ryukishi doesn't bring shit up without referencing it in the future. I'm still stuck on that Rose shit, and if that Rose shit lines up, like, from, like, chapter 1, lines up with my theory about, like, what's going on real world with the Beatrice and, like, the other Beatrices, and, like, Beatrice the Second's daughter, or whatever, and if that's, like...
Oh my god, please get on with it.
Anyways, so I guess Sharon's a lion now?
Who the fuck is Sharon?
Shannon, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yo.
Cuz like the
Hello.
only person that I can think of that has like, and this is just according to my theory, that has like anything to do with like male and female names or getting mixed up or whatever. Like I wanted to call it this, but it's actually a male lion or whatever. Is like the Shannon Cannon Beatrice trio thing. Anyways, I'm reading this
I
about.
love you. Can we
I'm-
please move on?
I'm doing all this for 2 lines of dialogue about a stuffed lion that Maria got for her birthday.
Myself.
So I added a boy like Taro and named him Sakutaro. Then I forgot when the at the end went away. Why Sakura? Main character in an anime on TV.
Card Captor Sakura.
There is apparently a popular anime whose main character was a girl named Sakura. The fact that she had simply borrowed the name of a character she liked was, how should I say it, as innocent and cute as you'd expect from her age.
Probably was not Card Captor Sakura, considering the timeline.
It's like the 80s, right? I guess Card Captor Sakura was like, what, late 80s, early 90s?
I don't know, actually. Let me look this up.
Yeah, just make sure. Still no Sakutaro? Wanna let Sakutaro join in my birthday, too.
So the show came out in 1998.
Okay, yep, definitely not Card Captor Sakura.
That's what I figured. I was like, no, that one's way too late.
Presents always come at the end, remember? If you open it now, it'll get dirty. Please hold on until the meal is over. Then I'll finish eating quickly. As soon as she proclaimed that, she started tearing into her meal. Auntie Rosa scolded her, telling her not to make a scene. This is... I think this, like, sprite of Rosa's the funniest one, because
so
she looked...
fucking ugly.
This is the ugliest that this woman has ever looked, and it's the funniest because it's always, like, happens whenever Maria does some shit.
True.
It seems that she hadn't seen it coming immediately. I've been thinking that if I was as straightforward as Maria One-chan, that would probably be exactly what I would do as well. So it brought a kind of warm smile to my face, and my expectations weren't betrayed. This is me every time, like, I say some shit, and then it comes up in the exact next line of dialogue, and I'm like, I knew Ryukishi wouldn't let me down. In the end, Auntie Rosa succumbed to her daughter's eyes sparkling with anticipation. Cleaned up the table and took out the long-awaited wrap present.
Happy birthday, Maria!
Happy birthday, Maria! I couldn't spend much time on it, so I couldn't make it very well. Ooh, if you made it, Mama, I'm happy with anything. I can't get over how cute her outfit is. It's crazy.
Right.
Sakutaro. Auntie Rosa spoke slightly humbly, but Maria One-chan was ecstatic even before opening the wrapping. I could really understand that feeling. It's not a matter of quality. Just the fact that it was a handmade present was more than pleasing than anything. Can I open it?
She's
Can
so
I open
close
it?
all of a sudden.
Yeah, she just like teleported over. I'd really prefer you to leave it until we got back home, but just for a bit, okay? We'll just take a look and say hello, then put it back, alright? It's not going back in that box, dog.
Yeah.
You can give him a proper greeting once we get back home. We're in public, so you can't fool around, understand? Can you promise? Promise, promise. So, can I open it? I'm just wondering how much this, like, family restaurant scene was at a family restaurant instead of an expensive restaurant, because Ryuki, she's like, listen, I can just sketch any family restaurant from down the street. I don't want to have to reserve a fancy restaurant to sketch that out. Can I open it?
Nothing.
No.
I don't think he draws backgrounds.
Mama. Just for a bit, okay? I only know because I didn't he do like the original sprites where it's like all like kind of goofy and like, you know, I'm not gonna say childish or unskilled, but
he did do the original character sprites, but from what I remember of like at least Higurashi, I have better memory of that because I like watched whatever the fuck recently.
Well,
a lot of Ryukishi, the original background art is usually like blurry photography.
Yeah, I was about to say because I remember
It's
like seeing
not
scenes where it's like,
art.
yeah, it's just like it's like photos with a filter put onto it, so it's slightly less obvious that it's like just a photo of the real world.
Well, it's like super obvious, but
yeah. Well, yeah, of course,
I think it's easier for him to grab a photo of a family restaurant.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yes, but just for a bit, okay? Yay! Star. Before Auntie Rosa finished her sentence, Maria One-chan started unwrapping the present. Let me see this trans lion. Oh my god, they're adorable!
Isn't it great?
And straight away, yellow and orange people. This is incredible. This is amazing. The idea to have like the little dog snout, like for the mustache nose thing, is like crazy. It's great. What appeared was a slightly blank-looking stuffed lion with cute round eyes and a cute white chest. It was about the size of a small pillow. I love how we're getting different angles. We're getting the glamour shots. It's about the size of a small pillow. It looked pretty big, held by a short person like Maria One-chan, but it probably wasn't that large. This is incredible. If I click again and it's upside down and even closer, I'm going to lose my mind.
No.
From the perspective of someone who didn't know better, it would probably seem like something cheap bought from a department store or something. But to Maria One-chan, it was her mother's handmade stuffed animal, the only one of its kind in the world, and irreplaceable. Aw, this is cute. Cute, really cute! Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much for making such a cute stuffed animal for me, even though you're so busy with your work. I can't believe, I'm just imagining the world where, this is your daughter and you beat her. I'm like, you're evil. You're like the devil, right?
Yeah.
Please don't praise me too much. It makes me feel embarrassed. I couldn't take much time, so I couldn't make anything that good. I actually wanted to make one so big that you couldn't wrap your arms around it. No, this is good. With this size, we can always be together. We can go out together. Sakataro, I'm your One-chan. Uryu. Star. Maria One-chan, how are you doing that with your mouth? It really is a cute stuffed animal. So this kid is your best friend, Sakataro. Ooh, can't go to school together, but we're always together at home, and he's my best friend. You know, Sakataro's very innocent and cute, and he's always nice to me. Cheers me up when I'm feeling down, and plays a lot with me when I'm feeling good. So I'm not lonely anymore. Not lonely when Mama's busy at work and I'm all alone, even if no one plays with me at school. Not lonely at all. Right, Sakataro? Uryu? I don't know. I feel like maybe you're a little bit lonely. Just maybe a little bit. Just a scooch. At school, Maria One-chan was in similar circumstances to me. Compared to other kids in her class, Maria One-chan's tempo was always a beat too slow. Her impressionability and way of thinking about things was a little peculiar, and she was a little too idiosyncratic to blend in with them. Her grades were low as well, and she was talkative when it came to her specialist field of the occult, which led to her being treated like a weirdo by everyone else in the class. If she touches you, you'll be cursed. Stuff like that. Everyone in the class acted like she was gross and made fun of her, and avoided her, it seems. Boys who bumped into Maria One-chan would start wiping that part of them off against the other boys as if they had gotten something dirty on them. They would pick up her stuff between pinched fingers like it was something filthy and chase the other boys around with it. As for the girls, they appeared to find even speaking to her unpleasant. They ignored her completely, giggling and sneering at her whenever she made a mistake. It looks like bullying is the same in all eras. Humans really don't advance. Go extinct already. I know, like, Anjay's, like, not a femcel, but, like, something about the way she said that is, like, screaming, like, giant femcel energy to me. Go extinct already, normies. It's sad to be bullied, but I think it can't be helped. Can't be helped. Why? Because there's a rule that says every class has to have one kid who gets picked on. What? It's a horrible rule. I want to find whoever made that and hit them over the head with a brick. The corner of it, obviously. Wasn't there anymore. If I wasn't there anymore, I'm sure a new bully kid would have been chosen in my place. By staying strong, I could protect them. It's black nihilist shit. Like, black as in, like tone, or, like, whatever? Or, like, is there, like a subtyping of philosophical, like, underpining that I'm not aware here? Bleak. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I've never heard of, like, a specifically African-American school of nihilism, but alright, sure, maybe that exists. As she said that, she smiled faintly. Maria One-chan's way of thinking really is unusual. According to her, there is always a witch residing in the place called a school. No, she says that anywhere there are a lot of people gather, there will most certainly have a witch residing there. The witch tries to make the students perish by disease or accident so she can steal their souls. She sometimes also corrupts the souls, leading them down a path of evil. Oh, okay. Maria One-chan told me that an angel came, not content to let that happen. And the angel, she tried to defeat that witch. The witch was powerful, and the fight continued for 7 days and 7 nights, and even then, it still wasn't over. Tired out witch asked for a truce and proposed this. I've heard this before. Thus far, I have made half the students in the class become sick or injured, but in exchange, I have protected the remaining half of the students from sickness and injury. Therefore, if you will just make one member of the class a sacrifice to me, if you make them the bully kid, I shall protect all the other students from sickness and injury. Wasn't it? The angel thought about it. Compared to half the class suffering misfortune, having only one person be the unlucky one would be much better. Plus, the witch was saying that she would protect the safety of all the other students using her powerful magic. If there are 40 students in a class, and the 20 victims are shrunk down to 1, the 19 people are saved. A truly logical proposal. Why do I feel like this is just gonna be Battler? Like, the witch is like, just give me Battler, and, like, everyone else can go, and Battler's gonna be like, well, I mean, shit. Yeah, fine. And Anji's gonna be like, that's bullshit. Fuck you. I wonder if this fairy tale has some kind of motif. If it's a creation of Maria One-chan, the 9-year-old girl, that'd be pretty impressive. The angel decided to accept that proposal. So, through the single sacrifice, 19 people were saved. So my role is important. The witch is protecting 19 people. Because of us becoming sacrifices? Well, I don't remember ever being thanked by those 19 people. Maria One-chan's thinking is too compassionate. Isn't there like 20 people on the island? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, well, maybe not. Maria One-chan's thinking is too compassionate. The miserableness of our situation is very similar. And yet, there's a difference in our inner peace, just because of a small difference in our way of thinking.
それで
So then, aren't you sad, Maria One-chan?
うん
Ooh, not sad at all.
だって
Because I'll be together with Sakataro from now on. Right?
うりゅ
Uryu! If I can be here with Maria, I'm happy too! Look, Sakataro is saying he's happy too. Ooh! Star.
Star.
Maria One-chan held up the Sakataro's stuffed animal, playing both sides of the conversation herself. Cheap fall. Eddie, why the fuck does everyone know I'm broke? The fuck? Keep getting ads for cheap viewers. I've seen best viewers like once in the last 3 months. It's fucked up.
I guess because they think you don't get enough subs.
They took a look at my metrics and they were like, this motherfucker doesn't do shit. He can't afford anything.
Yeah, basically.
Goddamn. Maria One-chan held up the Sakataro stuffed animal, playing both sides of the conversation herself. I don't understand, but that's exactly why I want to reach Maria One-chan's level. It's what makes me so strongly interested in her tale and her words. She's like, man, I wish I was as cool as this 9-year-old. I wish I was as wise as this, small elementary schooler. Got one on my stream earlier today, but I got 8 followers. Hey, neat! Are you sure were they cheap viewers or were they the best viewers? Cheap. Ah, damn. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't worry, Dagger. I'm sure one day you'll get ads for the best viewers. That reminds me, I'm going to go ahead and drop the follow. There we go. Angie, is it tough because you're all alone?
辛いわ
It is tough.
でも
But just the time when I can be with you, like this is
一人
different.
ぼっちじゃ
Because I'm not all alone. Then if Sakataro becomes your friend too, it'll be even more fun. Ooh. Okay, starting today, Sakataro is your new friend. I bet Sakataro's the familiar. I'm still wondering how the trans thing comes into it, because that would have been... That's definitely plays into something.
That did.
Right,
Everyone is
Sakataro?
trans.
That's true. Shit. I failed to consider this.
プリュ
But you?
僕
I,
エンジェのお友達
I am Anji's friend. Anji! This is adorable. Skillfully moving the stuffed animal like it was a puppet, Maria One-chan made Sakataro emote. She was controlling him, but the charming way he waved his short hand and cocked his head to the side made it feel like he really was a new friend called Sakataro. Of course, if you were to look at it with cold eyes, you'd only see Maria One-chan comforting mopey old me with a stuffed animal. But that stuffed animal had definitely been imbued with a soul. The soul of Maria One-chan's love. So I accepted the existence of a being called Sakataro inside that stuffed animal.
エンジェも
Come on, say hi to Sakataro, Anjay. I know that this is more of a metaphorical thing, and she's taking comfort from the words of Maria or whatever from the journal and kind of imagining the conversation or whatever. But it really does come across she's just every day at lunch she goes to the back, sits down and disassociates for an hour.
I think kind of that's what's happening.
Yeah.
プリュ
Oh no. Come on, say hi to Sakataro, Anjay. Come on, you say hi too, Sakataro. Star.
挨拶
Uryu? Is Anjay a scary person? As Sakataro
No,
timidly
it's
looked at
depressing.
me, he unexpectedly met my gaze and hid behind Maria One-chan's back in surprise. Maria One-chan is really good at playing with stuffed animals.
大丈夫だよさくたら
Okay, it's okay, Sakataro. Anjay isn't scary. She's a very nice girl. Ooh, Star.
どうも
Hello, I'm Sakataro.
プリュ
Uryu.
はじめまして
Pleased to meet you, Sakataro. I'm Anjay. I'm glad to be your new friend. I held out my right hand as though asking for a handshake, and Sakataro's short hand stuck out towards me and lightly touched my index finger. After all, the size is wrong for a handshake between a human and a stuffed animal. This greeting by touching each other's fingers was our handshake. Ooh, Star. See, now you two are friends. 2 people's funner than 1, and 3 people's funner than 2. Ooh. Uryu! Maria One-chan had given the name Sakataro to the stuffed animal she was going to receive on her birthday, and had warmed and expanded his existence in her heart for a long, long time. Therefore, even before she had met him, his existence had been sublimated into a personality. From the very first moment they met, the 2 of them were already friends. Of course, I don't think anything could be as personified and loved as Sakataro was. But that wasn't anything extraordinary in Maria One-chan's eyes. She loved the things she owned very much, treating them just like friends or beloved pets. Maybe it was partly that Auntie Rosa hadn't let her keep a pet. Or maybe that just her innate desire to treat things as though they were precious. Maybe it was that she was so isolated she had been forced to find friends close to home. Because of all those various circumstances, this wasn't anything extraordinary from her perspective. Yet even so, Sakataro... No, maybe I should call him Sakataro, like Maria One-chan. It was certain that Sakataro was a stuffed animal. No, a friend who was more loved than anything or anyone. This is adorable, but, like, also the game board. Hello, it's Mama. You're in a good mood. Do you have a friend over? Ooh, playing with Sakataro. Listen to what he said. Giggle, giggle. It was already past 9 at night. Rosa had been asked out of surprise since this wasn't an appropriate time for a friend to be over. But when she thought about it, Maria didn't have any friends who would come over to play, did she? Even so, to think that she would have so much fun playing with that stuffed animal. Rosa was very pleased that Maria had liked her birthday present so much. I'm sorry, Mama just can't get her work finished. We're having a tough time with next season's lineup. It looks like we're finally starting to get noticed bit by bit. No. And I really want to somehow make an impact here that can meet their expectations. Staying over again? Yep, that's okay. Do your best, Mama. Really? Thank you, Maria. Thank you for understanding Mama's work. Rosa was very surprised that Maria had accepted with such indifference that she couldn't come home. Telling Maria that she would be coming home late or staying overnight had been a heavy burden for Rosa. Maria would start crying about how lonely she was on the other end of the phone, and it took a lot of time and effort to calm her down. To think that Maria would accept it with in such high spirits. Isn't this also thanks to Sakataro? Rosa was once again pleased that she had given such a good present. Make sure I can come back this time tomorrow. Let's eat dinner together tomorrow. You haven't eaten dinner yet, have you, Maria? Buy a bento at the convenience store and eat that. No sweets, no soda. This is some fucking Gen X latchkey kid shit. Hey, like, 7-year-old, go and buy dinner down at the Konbini. Make sure that you get a receipt with your change, understand? Shopping with Sakataro, shopping with Sakataro. Hey, not Sakataro, have him watch over the house. From Maria's manner of speech, Rosa got the feeling that Maria had been going shopping with that stuffed animal without her knowing about it. Rosa's forehead creased, and after sourly telling Maria that she was absolutely not to, she hung up. This is a good room.
Right?
This is a really good room. I'm a big fan of this little otter guy right here.
So good.
The bunnies are also great. The pigs are good. This is just a Squishmallow. This is like a Squishmallow before Squishmallows existed.
I love that she has like multiples of like the same thing.
The penguin's good. Obviously, she's got the jack-o'-lanterns and the jack-o'-lantern. She has 2 more dogs! She's got 2 more dogs up here!
She's got 3 dogs.
Yo, she's
2 pigs, 2 rabbits.
Crazy to me that she doesn't have more friends when she's got this many Squishmallows. That would have been hype as shit.
They don't know what they're missing out on.
Mama said I can't go shopping with you. You can't go shopping with Maria. Staying at home alone will be lonely. Why did Mama say not to go shopping with you? She must be embarrassed for people to see you and me together. Embarrassed? Why? Mama often says not to take me outside, and she usually words it like, no, you're too old for that now. But I'm not embarrassed at all to be with you. I'm a lion, but I am a stuffed animal. You're a lion and a stuffed animal, but you're my friend. So let's go out together, Star. Just when Mama isn't around, as a secret. Ooh, are you embarrassed too? I'm not embarrassed, but the people outside are a little scary. So that's it. Okay, I'll make it so you don't have to be scared about going outside. Maria's gonna have like a fucking tulpa. Like, she's gonna have like a giant fucking lion riding around and it's gonna eat people. I'll make it so you don't have to be scared about going outside. Leave it to me. I've got something useful. Maria started fishing around her messy room. Rosa often told her to clean it up, but she was just bad at cleaning up her room. However, she knew more or less where everything was. So much so that whenever Rosa would take it upon herself to tidy it up, Maria would have trouble finding things. Found it. Look, Sakataro. A knapsack. Maria proudly held it up high. Sakataro looked at the gaping open knapsack and shivered uneasily. Maria, you weren't saying... Ooh, this way we can go shopping together and you won't be scared. Maria held Sakataro up and started stuffing him into the knapsack. At first she tried to stick him head first, but then he'd be upside down and suffocate. So she pulled him out and tried pushing him in again, feet first. Uryu, it's tight and cramped and dark. Apparently, the fact that Maria died for real makes me so upset. I mean, you told me everyone did, but this is about Maria. I agree. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, Maria is like the truest and brightest ray of sunshine in this whole fucking game. And to, like, the fact that, like, she has, like, the worst life out of basically everyone in the story is crazy. See, it's alright. If you stick your head out, it isn't cramped and it isn't dark, so it won't be scary. And it's a good view. Ooh, Uryu, you're right. Will it be okay for me to go shopping with you now? Yeah, it's okay now. What should we get for dinner tonight? Come on, let's go out. Sakataro? Looks like you're having fun, Maria One-chan. Yeah, it's really fun. Even things that would be lonely and boring all alone become fun with Sakataro. Any human friend would have to go home when it gets late. But Sakataro doesn't go home, so he can be with me all the time. He'll watch TV with me, be together even in the futon, even hold my hand on Scary Nights with Thunder. He even chased away the monsters in the closet and under the bed. Sakataro is reliable. Hey, how we doing, Ray? Have they cried yet? No, I'm crying. This thing's so fucking cute. Look at this fucking thing. Look at him. We've gotten like
raid.
We've gotten like 2 angles of this thing already. We've got like 3 angles of this fucking thing already. It's so cute.
Everyone, behold the best design fucking ever.
It's so good. Anyways, what were you guys up to? What were you guys playing?
Yes. Time to be interviewed.
I'm a lion, so if there's any monsters that scare Maria, I'll show my courage and chase them away. Played some Nier Automata.
Ooh.
That's
any
pretty
good endings?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how far in are you guys? Uryu. Gao! They were so close that it made me a little envious. I'm supposedly older than Maria One-chan, but I can call her nothing else. Even now she stands above me like an older sister, and I'm yet to reach her level. I just finished ending B and started playing as A2. Fuck yeah!
Oh.
Alright, that's some good that's some good shit. That you're about to hit some of the most fun segments of the game.
I miss Nier Automata.
Nier Automata was so good. I think, like, I know it's like we have a difference of opinion here. I think I prefer the original Nier story, but like Automata is by and far the better game overall.
Listen,
I
love my fucked up little boy.
God bless you, Nines. I was really surprised because I thought it was kind of whatever up until ending B, but then it got good. Yeah, exactly. I think, I don't know, it's one of those things where I think going through it as like as 9S, who can like understand the machines or whatever, and like you can kind of get like more of an insight into like what's going on that side, is like fine. I think like going through the whole game again is like a little much. But like, yeah, some shit's about to pop off. There's some really cool shit ahead. Not better, but I liked it more. Well, yes, but I think it's also the fact that we're both like Kingdom Hearts dweebs, and like the entire like replicant and Gestalt thing is just Heartless and Nobodies. It's just Heartless and Nobodies again. But yeah, I think I like some of the characters. I like some of the character dynamics a little bit better. I like Vice. I love every character from like the main party of Nier. I think that they're all great. God, Vice and Kaine. What was fucking iconic duo. Anyways, more about how this 16-year-old is like, man, this fucking 9-year-old's so much better than I am. If only I had a friend close by like Sakutaro. Both me and Sakutaro are friends close by. We're always right by your side. It's just that your magic is weak, so you can't perceive us unless you open my diary like this. Perceive? You know some pretty difficult words, Maria One-chan. According to her, this world is full of magic and spirits. As natural and nearby as a light breeze. You don't normally notice or see the wind, but when incense or something trails smoke, you can see it, right? Right. And even if you can't see it, it's always nearby. That's it. Me and Sakutaro are always really close by you, Anche. Gods and spirits and guardians, they're always right next to us. But if you aren't conscious of them, you can't feel their existence. Like wind that can't be seen with the eyes. But they are certainly near us, and if the smoke called magic trails, anyone can see them. I had thought that I could only meet Maria One-chan when I opened this diary. From what she said, she was always with me, and I could meet her at any time if I truly desired to. I do like that as like the plot of Umineko has gone on, like the line there really is like no difference between self-delusion and magic. Like there's like it's literally just like it's odds, it's chance, it's convincing yourself of an outcome, it's convincing yourself of an inevitability, right? If you believe, I don't know. Along with the records of my life, I left a fragment of my own soul in my diary. So the power of magic resides in this diary. It's very faint, so no one other than you can detect it. Only I can tell? Yeah. After all, the power of a witch resides in you, just like it does in me. If you study hard, even you can definitely become a great witch in the future. A witch? Wonder if that's fun. Ooh, it is fun! If you can do that, you'll be able to tell that me and Sakutaro are always by your side, even without opening the diary. This... we just got an entire chapter of how being a witch is fun is a bad thing. It's a really bad thing. It's fairy shit, saying you don't believe it causes it to die. I mean, yeah, fair. It's one of the reasons why Battler is, like, so, like, fucked up. Like, I don't believe in that shit. And, like, everyone's like, it's dead now. You killed it. And then every day will be so much fun. Then I can introduce you to all my other friends. And then every day you'll have a lot to do, and it'll be very lively. And that might be fun. I do have the grimoire you left behind, Maria One-chan. I'll try reading it seriously sometime soon. Then I won't be all alone anymore. Will I? Ooh, Uryu! Maria One-chan and Sakutaro said that at the same time. Happy I developed an interest in the world of witches. Maria, how did you do that with your mouth?
Yeah.
This 9-year-old is the most talented person in the world. Rosa is still convinced that she's a dead end. With half of Sakutaro's face peeking out of the knapsack on her back, Maria walked through the late-night shopping district in high spirits. It was only to be expected given the time. Everyone in the shopping district was either a shop owner lowering the shutters on their shop, or an employee rushing, or else staggering back home. Amidst all that, Maria, in the best of moods, as though she was hiking, probably stood out a great deal. The occasional passing employees glanced backwards over their shoulder at her with the eyes of someone seeing something out of place. Office ladies giggled at the cute stuffed animal poking its head out of the knapsack. The supermarket had been closed for a while by this time. However, the recently popular convenience stores stayed open until late into the night. It was very convenient for Maria, whose mother's return was often later still. Maria took the knapsack off her back, and hugging it close to her chest, she headed over to the sweet buns corner. She pointed to each of the sweet buns she had eaten before, explaining to Sakutaro that this one was delicious, and that one was pretty good too. Sakutaro seemed to be enjoying it a lot. I'm gonna have the 3-flavored bun. With just this one thing, you get to eat red bean jam and cream and strawberry jam.
Damn.
Does this count as no candy?
I feel like this is candy.
This is candy. But sometimes it's green pea jam or white bean jam. There should be one kind of bean jam. But it sounds fun with all the different things inside. But also have a fruit yogurt. There's fruit in it, but it isn't a sweet, right? She's flying too close to the sun on this one, dog. You gotta take one questionable item. If they're all
Mama's not
questionable,
around.
then you're fucked. I'm sure Mama will be fine with it. You want one too, Sakataro? You? Can I? What about the money? No problem. Look, it's 5,000 yen! Shotoku Taishi! Ooh.
だからサクタロにも
So I can buy you whatever you want to, Sakataro. Let's eat together. You want a yogurt too? Maria made to grab another one of the same fruit yogurt. Sakataro tilted his head as though he was a little worried. You, but I can't eat a big one, so a little one's fine. Ooh. Then what about this small yogurt? It's 30 yen.
安い
That's cheap.
僕
Dude,
は
that's good enough for me.
それぞれ
Yogurt with Maria.
サクタロと一緒に
Yogurt with Sakataro. Woo! Maria put the three flavored bun and the 2 yogurts into a shopping basket and brought them to the register. The
That's
man
all for
working the
dinner?
Yes. The man, she's 9. She doesn't have a huge stomach. The man working the register, previously in charge of the tobacco shop that had been in the spot until last year, rang her up. I love that it's like the business changed, but like he's just like, I work here. I'm going to keep working at this physical location. More realistically. Is that Hideyoshi? That sounds like Hideyoshi. Seem to be seeing you a lot of this time of day, little lady. You're a good girl. This is absolutely Hideyoshi's voice actor.
It does sound like him, yeah.
You're a good girl,
it's
but the
softer.
next time you come with your mother, come with your mother when you go shopping this late, all right? Mama said it's okay, so it's all right. Mom always comes home late because of her work, but we aren't lonely. How are we, Sakataro? What do you? Really? That sounds tough. Like, the really is like intensely Hideyoshi. Soka!
Yeah. Stop. Leave him alone.
Here you go. I'll throw on a free soda. No!
No, it's okay. Because it's not on the receipt.
The man working at the store took a can of leftover soda or something from behind the register and packed it into the bag with everything else. Or something, man. I don't know. We didn't see it.
Drugs.
Drug this little girl. Thank you, mister. Ooh, isn't that great, Sakataro? Phew. Since she had been told not to buy soda, she couldn't take it back home. So she decided to drink it on her way back, not bring the empty can back home.
Nice, she's so smart.
She's going crazy. She's popping the
She's
fuck
so
off here.
Fucking smart.
I can't believe everyone is like, Rosa's an idiot and isn't developing correctly because look at how smart this girl is. With a plastic bag of the sweet bun hanging from her elbow and hugging the knapsack with Sakataro in the same arm, the two of them walked home drinking the soda. Yuzu and chili pepper soda taste pretty weird.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah, you did say Rosa.
Oh well, fucking whatever. I'm thinking about the family unit. I've been thinking about Rosa. Because, like, how does she, the more, it was bad at the start, and it's only gotten worse.
Rosa is an idiot, yeah.
Rosa is a moron, yeah, I do agree. Like, she also figured it out, but she is an idiot. I don't know, like, if she's been hiding her power level this whole time, then she's an idiot in a different kind of way, but worse. I can't believe he was like, I'm gonna give you this disgusting soda because no one's gonna buy it.
Yeah, basically.
You wanna try some too, Sakataro? What do you?
This is some shit you would drink.
No. God, no.
Yes. You would try it just once.
If someone had some, I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't buy it. God, no, I wouldn't buy it. I would never put money in another person's hand to be handed that. But if somebody else had it and they were like, not sure about this one. Anyone else want to try? I'd take a sip. Wow. Ew, that was mean, Maria. Did she just pour soda all over her fucking stuffed animal?
I don't know.
Her shit's covered in soda. Nasty. It sure is. Ooh. Of course, it's not like she could actually make the stuffed animal drink soda. She just put the can in Sakataro's mouth and pretended to tilt it. Oh, okay, thank you. But it was great fun for Maria to share the taste of this weird drink that she had gotten for free with Sakataro. There was a huge moon in the sky. At times, the moon had been clouded by tears when Rosa had stayed over at work, and Maria had thrown a tantrum and been scolded by her mother. This moon was very warm and seemed to watch over the two of them as they enjoyed their trip back home by themselves. Maria and Sakataro. Anjay watched the two of them go from behind. What a heartwarming sight. The sight of Maria, One-chan, and Sakataro walking away together made it very difficult to remember the several occasions on which she had spent long nights crying because her mother hadn't come home. I couldn't admit this to Maria One-chan, but if I had been in the same position, even if I had been given the stuffed animal named Sakataro, it wouldn't have been anything more or less than a stuffed animal. Anyone can make a relationship which only distracts you from your loneliness. But Maria One-chan was different. Sakataro wasn't a stuffed animal or a toy. He was a real friend, and far from just distracting Maria from her loneliness, he changed the nights without her mother into a fun time where they could play all by themselves. Was it because Sakataro was a special stuffed animal? Yes, look at him. Look at him. I think she might be smarter than Krause, at least. Yeah, but Krause is a dipshit. Krause is genuinely, like, he's never on the uptake even once. Like, the game explicitly tells you every single time he's gotten an idea, he's always, like, way too early and misses his window and he fucks it all up. Because it was very, very cute. Yes, all of these, actually. Probably not. There's a secret here. It doesn't lie within Sakataro. I think it probably lies within Maria One-chan. Is this the power of magic we were talking about, Maria One-chan? Ooh, to know magic is to notice a lot of friends right beside you that you never noticed before. It's as fun as having a bunch of new toy shops pop up all over the neighborhood. If I too, locked up in an academy without a single friend, had the same kind of power as Maria One-chan, I wonder if I could make my days just a little bit richer. I wonder if I would be able, become able to honestly shed tears on the nights I felt like crying, and crack a smile when the nights are gray. Yep, you could. You can, Angie. After all, you also have the qualifications to become a witch. The qualifications to become a witch? I also have the qualifications to become a witch, so I still have more studying and training to do. I know we'll become wonderful witches, flying in the sky on our brooms and drawing rainbows with our wands, making candy fall from the sky. I know I can do it. When I do, I'll show you too. It'll be like a scene from a wonderful dream. I know that, like, obviously, Ava became, like, a fucking monster the second she got witch powers. But, like, if Maria ever becomes a witch and, like, starts murdering people, I'm going to lose it. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be really fucking sad.
What makes you think she's gonna start murdering people?
Cause, like, she's the one character who's, like, she could have the power of the Endless Witch, and she'd just make everyone able to eat candy all day, and then reverse time so that they can, like, not have a stomachache after.
But what makes you think that she would murder people?
Because everyone murders people when they become a witch. There's not a single witch that we've seen that hasn't started murdering people.
You know what, fair. It's a curse. 'Tis a curse with the blessing.
Maria One-chan said that, making absolute promise with her smile. There's no way we could become witches, but when I listen to her speak, I can believe that maybe we really could. Because the fact is, on this troubled night, when not a single flower of a smile could bloom, her magic had certainly given birth to a smile. Wonder if I can become a witch. You can. You get a little bit older, so your soul is slightly bounded by gravity. So training might be tougher than for me. But you definitely can. After all, you've already experienced a glimpse of magic. I have? Magic? Yeah. Come on, look, I'm not in this world anymore, but you've summoned me, and you're talking with me. She's too normal type Pokemon, Maria. No, she can tell. Look at the depression. She's clearly a dark type. This is magic? Yep. You filled in the fragment of my soul that I left in the diary with magic, keeping me revived. Didn't I just say it? You're able to reunite with me and have a conversation and show a smile every once in a while. So you must have some magical talent, Anja. Maria One-chan guarantees it. Ooh, you told me just now, Ane-chan, that you're actually nearby all the time, even though I've been thinking I can only see when I open the diary. If I had more of the power of magic, I could see that. And just like now, I could have a conversation with you. Anytime? Yep, we can talk anytime. I'm always by your side to say good morning, and even there during class. Let's talk together during a boring class to take your mind off of things. Maria, no. No, not during class. Please.
He's gotta focus. Damn.
She's also like every person in class is gonna hear her talking to like Maria, and they're gonna either bully the shit out of her, even more bully the shit out of her, or they're all going to be like, she's finally snapped, no one look at her. I can also become someone to talk to during meals. Let's always be together like this during lunch break. I'm with you after school too, and of course I'm always by your side even when you return to the dormitory. It says that you never look at me except when you open the diary. Even if I close the diary, you'll be by my side, right? Yep, I'll be there. If you try to see me and talk to me, I can definitely answer. If you look hard and try to talk, I'll give it a try. It won't be easy, you know? It's not going to go great right from the start, okay? I understand. I'm sure it won't be easy. But I want to be like you, Maria One-chan. Ooh, okay. Then look at me closely. Look hard. Yeah. Practice slowly closing your eyes and opening them again. This is exactly why she needs to lean into this now. Yeah, I guess. Don't start shutting them for a long time right away. Burn me in your eyes, then try to blend that onto the inside of your eyelids. Yeah, I'm doing it. Once you can visualize me even with your eyes closed, without changing anything, slowly and softly close your eyes. Well, still see me? I love how, like, focused her, like, closed eyes sprite is. Like, her lips are a little pursed, even. Like, she's just, just thinking so hard.
Yeah.
Yes? I think I can probably see you. Okay, open your eyes again for a second. Time for the real thing. Calm your heart and close the diary. When you do, I might disappear for a little while. But calm your heart and don't rush. Then try to blend me back from the inside of your eyelids back into your eyes again. Slowly visualize me in the empty air. In the empty air, see me. Okay, you can do this. Right, I'm closing it. The diary. Slowly, I close the diary. When I closed the diary, a gray reality filled with the dull air unfolded. Of course, Maria One-chan's form disappeared. Give it all you got. Have courage. Take the first step into the world of witches. I felt like Maria One-chan was cheering me on inside of my heart. Cheering me on? Really? Is it just what I'd like to imagine? No, that's not it. I just convinced myself that it is, and that's why I cannot see her. Maria One-chan is always by my side, and even now she's definitely there, cheering me on to do my best. And I can hear it. So I mustn't ignore it like it's my imagination or the inner voice of my own heart. Believe that Maria One-chan is there. I mustn't doubt. I believe. One-chan said that she's always by my side. I must not doubt that. But as I face that empty space, that empty back wall of the school building, amidst those almost heartless, boring rays of sunlight, calling out her name is so much easier said than done. The chains of common sense which clung to me until today sneered at me, telling me that calling out to the empty air is ridiculous. It was almost like being told to take a step forward off the roof of a skyscraper overlooking a sea of lights. Maria One-chan was telling me, it's alright, that I can do it. Stop thinking you might fall, or that it would be foolish to take a step off a roof. Free yourself from those chains of common sense. Yeah, I studied my breathing. I concentrated my mind. Make the form of Maria One-chan you can see vividly on the inside of your eyelids rise to the surface in the empty space before you. Understand magic and see One-chan. One-chan. Huh? There's someone there? Suddenly answered by the sound of rustling bushes and a wild cry, I came to my senses. Apparently I hadn't been the only one behind the school building. No, I've been so immersed in the world of the diary that I hadn't noticed that someone else had come afterwards. I recognized a group of 3 beyond the bushes. They were girls from my class. It felt as though they had come behind the school building to gossip about someone or talk in secret. I hurried out of that place, because if it became known that I had been alone in a place like this, mumbling to myself, it'd probably create even more things for me to deal with.
言ったよね
She said that, right?
言ったよ
Did
ね
she say that? Ah, she's fucked.
マリアお姉ちゃんとか言ったよね
Or
や
something.
ばくない
I thought, I
心
think the
霊とか
nutcase
見
has
えち
seen
ゃって
ghosts or something.
後ろ宮さんって面白い
Yoshiromiya-san is so funny. Fucking Beatrice laughs from the schoolyard bullies. You could hear the
Yeah.
shrill, loud laughter from behind. Irritated and feeling Maria One-chan had been made fun of, I left that place at a quick pace and then a half run once I turned the corner. I might have made it to One-chan's world with just a little bit more time. Frustrating, aggravating. Why does everyone get in my way? I've never gotten in their way, not even once. I ran and I ran, but it still felt as though I could hear their shrill laughs. Ugh. Damn. The future, 12 years later. October
And we're done.
1998. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just in case.
Sakutaro.
Sakutawa.
Ah, that's a fancy ashtray.
噂じゃエンジ
Who
君
the fuck?
That's for next time.
That's gotta be like one of Rudolph's like fucking associates. He looks like a scumbag just like him.
Bruh.
I
I think Rudolph looks a little better.
Oh, he does, but like this is the same vibe, right? Like if you had to pick a character that would be associated with this guy, it'd be Rudolph, right?
Yeah.
What do you try to what do you come on.
Yeah.
No, apparently I dropped like 1% frames over the course of today. I wonder when the fuck that happened. Oh well. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out. God, Sakutaro.
So good.
Yeah. As for what's going on next after all this, Eddie's got fucking Galheim tomorrow, so come on out and check that out. That's gonna be a good time.
I do have that, yes.
Yeah. I'm considering we're also almost certainly going to be having Tokyo 1999 come back next week. We're still getting some of the scheduling worked out, but we're looking at Tuesday unless something comes up, which may come up, but we'll see what's going on. I'm also like, and this is something that I gotta talk with like Eddie about, but I'm thinking about maybe doing some streams during the weekend, just because like between D&D, both like Ray's campaign and my campaign and everything else, we haven't had a lot of time for like other games. I'm thinking about like maybe starting up some weekend streams if we don't have a crew thing going on, but obviously we got to talk about that. But this month is October, so that means it's Spooky Game Month. So I'm gonna be playing Silent Hill F here in a little while. I'm gonna go from Uchikoshi game to Uchikoshi. God, I'm gonna go from Ryukishi game to Ryukishi game.
You're fucked, dude.
I'm really fucked. So that's what we're gonna be doing this October. I'm gonna be prioritizing that, and if maybe depending on like what's going on with like the weekend stuff here and there, we will be going back and forth between that and maybe like Kingdom Hearts or Umineko, but Silent Hill will be the priority for October. Anyways, that's all from me. Eddie, you got anything else you wanted to shout out? Any like upcoming shit?
No.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on by. Let me see who's live still. Give me 1 second here. Who we looking at? Looks like Mel's live with Hollow Knight. So we're gonna send you off to some Skong. Melanie at Pong. Anyways, let her know that she's doing good, or maybe she's doing bad. Who knows? Just let her know how she's doing. See you guys later. Bye-bye now.